Welcome to the Creative Content Club podcast with me, Naomi Rose. If you are a business owner who wants to consistently create content that connects and converts into clients, this is the podcast for you. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Let's get right into it. Welcome to Stories That Sell. I'm Naomi Rose and I am the host of your podcast, and I am so pleased you are here. This isn't another marketing podcast. This isn't another sales podcast. And this isn't me going to be waffling on about content. It's more than that. It's not just about business either. It's about people. Behind every business there's a person, and that person is the reason someone chooses to follow you, trust you, and eventually work with you. But most of the time, that's the part we don't really see. We see what someone does, what they offer, their results, their wins. But we don't always hear the stories that got them there, the experiences, the decisions, the moment that actually shaped who they are. And that's where the real connection comes from. Because when people feel like they know you, they begin to trust you. And when they trust you, they will talk about you. That's exactly how relationships are built. That's how reputations are created. And that's what leads to referrals, opportunities, and long-term business growth. So each week, I'll be sitting down with an incredible business owner to have honest conversations about who they are, their journey, their story, and the person behind the business. The parts you don't always see, or it doesn't always make into people's content on socials, on emails, but the bits that really should. Because in a world full of AI, automation, and apparently perfectly polished posts, being human is what actually makes people pay attention. So if you want to create content that connects, converts, builds real relationships with your audience, and grows your business in a way that feels right for you, that is sustainable, you're in the right place. Welcome to Stories That Sell. Thank you for listening to the Creative Content Club podcast with me, Naomi Rose. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this podcast a review. If this episode gave you clarity or sparked a new idea, I'd really appreciate it if you could share it with someone else who would find it useful. If you haven't already, give me a follow on Instagram and come and connect with me on LinkedIn. And finally, don't forget to check out the show notes to take my quiz to find out exactly why your content isn't converting into clients. Thanks again for listening, and I'll be back again next week with another episode.